Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. (338) Dehadi sangsakti mato na muktihi muktasya dehadya bhimatya bhavaha suptasya no jagaranam na jagrataha स्वप्नस्तयोर भिन्न गुणाश्रयत्वात् देहादि संसक्तिमतो न मुक्तिः मुक्तस्य देहाद्यभिमत्य भावः सुप्तस्य नो जागरणं न जाग्रतः स्वप्नस्तयोर्भिन्न गुणाश्रयत्वात्. There is no liberation for him who is attached to the body, and so on. And the liberated man has no identification with his body, and so on. The sleeping man is not awake, nor is the waking man asleep. For these two states are contradictory in nature. What a beautiful sloka. Dehadi samsakti mataha muktihi na. But no muktihi. Muktasya dehadi abhimati abhavaha bhavet. Suptasya jagaranam. Suptasya na jagaranam. Jagrataha na swapnaha. Ayoho भिन्न गुण आश्रयत्वात्. Dehadi samsaktimataha. Our attachment starts first with this body. Who is very tall. Generally, people call him Lambu. Hey Lambu. And he is very short. People call him Matya. And they become very angry. আমার মতো যারা মোটা লোক তাদের বিভিন্ন রকমের নাম দেবে. More adjectives are there. Skin is dark. And people become so furious. Have I become fat by eating your parental food? All such people, why? Because we consider this is me. There is Tibra Sharira Akarshan. Who are believer and practitioner of yoga, they are verily conscious about the body. Doing pranayam and yoga is very good. But considering is as true as I am and busy with maintaining it always as it will live for 100 years. So dehadi samsakti mataha na muktihi. अगर शरीर में अटैचमेंट रह जाएगा, so with this body, all other relationships, my parents, my brother, my brother is a soldier, my brother is the president of India, my brother is a writer, my brother is a singer. And if brother or parents are in a super position, our ego starts. Then my husband, then my dog, my pets. One person comes, is a gentleman. One day he came, just I returned from Pune. How are you? My pressure is very up. Came here and doing like this. What happened? I'm not okay. My pet is having this problem. You don't know, people are so much fanatic about their pet. आप कुत्ता को कुत्ता नहीं बोल सकते. Swamiji, please don't tell him a dog. Then what should I tell? He is my son, Jojo. Okay. How is Jojo? You, I don't know you have faced or not. They will not allow you to tell that it is a dog, it is a cat. So much fanaticism because of it starts with this. But problem is, they tell Swamiji, इस पूरा संसार में मेरा किसी वस्तु के ऊपर थोड़ा सा भी अटैचमेंट नहीं. मैं मर जाऊं तो भी ठीक है, चलेगा. लेकिन मेरा जो वही मेरा सब कुछ है. It reminds me Bhagavatam. The story of Jadabhada. Somehow we are attached with something else. Find out your attachment. नहीं तो इतनी वेदांत सुनने के बाद, मनन करने के बाद भी क्यों मुक्ति नहीं हो रहा है? Somehow इस चादर की कोई ना एक कोई खोट किसी से लगा हुआ है. इसलिए I can't move forward. Find out the attachment. देहादि अभिमति अभाव इसका मुक्त से. जो व्यक्ति मुक्त हुआ है, मतलब what is the concept of mukti? I'm not at all worried about my past, not at all worried about future, not at all too much excited about present. A tranquil happiness always. ये अनुभव की विषय है. Always samarasat. Swamiji, is it not boring? अरे समरसत्व कभी बोरिंग नहीं होता. We consider mukti like, watching movie or reading newspaper, same reading newspaper every day. It's not. Samarasatva is like the rasam where the rasgulla is soaked. You just consider if there is no samarasa, रसगुल्ला आप खा रहे हैं, लेकिन सब में रस पूरा घुसा नहीं। विल यू एंजॉय इट? ऐसे भी जो मुक्ति की भान करते हैं लेकिन मुक्त नहीं है, उसे काम नहीं होगा। मुक्त व्यक्ति इज टोटली soaked with happiness. I know one person. He is in short pant, practices Vedanta for a long time. His three brothers, two brothers are in abroad or somewhere else. He served his father. When father died, he has to wait for his brothers. He kept the body in Bhavanipur, somewhere else, I don't know where. And he attended classes in nearby universities. And nobody came to know that he has lost his father. It's easy to listen, easy to say, difficult to perform in our own life. Daksh Yagna, if doesn't happen, Sati's all Shakti will not be flourished. What is Daksha? Daksha means who is expert in everything else. And Yagna भी तो अच्छा ही है. But Yagna means sacrifice. Sacrifice of your dexterity. दक्ष यज्ञ की मतलब है sacrifice of your hidden ego. एक व्यक्ति बहुत प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, बहुत ही, and he thinks that he is a पहुंचे हुए, and he needs recognition. He comes here. I don't want to make name. He comes. I don't want to mention. So he brought sweets, इतना बड़ा बॉक्स में, एंड जो भी आया मैंने उनको बांटा. व्यक्ति बैठा हुआ था. तो जब चर्चा चालू हुआ, उन्होंने बताया, देखिए स्वामी जी, मुझे खराब लगना, ये खराब लग रहा था कि आप मिठाई बांट रहे थे, एक बार भी बोला नहीं कि मैंने ये ले लाया. मैं सोचा, देखिए सूक्ष्म रूप में, व्हाई आई एम डिस्कसिंग इट, it shows very, negligible thing, but it's not. सुई के अंदर आप अगर धागा डालेंगे, एक भी रोआ ऐसे होगा ना तो घुसेगा. बहुत कुछ छोड़ा है. that person does a lot of charity, लेकिन एक छोटा सा धागा फंस गया. मुक्त हुआ है मतलब ये आपका लिटमस है. How you will find out yourself that I am progressing in spiritual path. No attachment. attachment. If it is there, you work with it. आप बोलेंगे स्वामी जी पुत्र कन्या से कैसे अटैचमेंट हटाओ? The process is given in Vivek Chudamani. Why you should do it? अटैचमेंट हटाने के मतलब प्रेम हटाना नहीं. अटैच्ड व्यक्ति कभी प्रेम कर ही नहीं सकता. अटैच्ड व्यक्ति की प्रेम हर वक्त कंडीशनल होता है. If you want to gain the taste of the totality of the love, you have to be non-attached. And that is supreme bliss. Because attachment and mukti, you need the total bliss and you are attached somehow. It's not possible. It's the two contradictory things. सोए हुए व्यक्ति जगता नहीं, जगे हुए व्यक्ति सोए नहीं. लेकिन हम द प्रॉब्लम है प्रतीत होता है. सब सत्संग करते करते आपको थोड़ा झपकी लग गया और वाइफ बोल रहा है रे घुमोच्छ केन कोথায় घुमोलाम. We can't understand that we are sleeping. When we are in the drowsy state, and if anyone shows us that I am sleeping, we can't tolerate. That should not be. You have to know, you have to have the courage of when anyone shows your negativity, be joyous. সাধারণত আমরা কি করি, আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে আমরা ঠিকই যাই মনে, আচ্ছা আমি এত খারাপ তো, সমস্ত শিক্ষা জলে চলে গেল. সমস্ত যত যা করেছে গুরুস্থানীয় কেউ, if he mentions your negativity, जिस दिन आप वो सुनकर नाचने लगेंगे, ओहो what a grace of God that someone has shown my defects. You should know you are the process. लक्ष्य ज्यादा दूर नहीं. Clear? 339. So 338 से एक complete हुआ. I want to read what Gurudev has told. He who is completely identified with the flesh, who thinks for certain I am the body and caters to it all the time, शरीर के लिए ही सब कुछ कर रहे हैं. Filling it with some better food, washing it with a better soap, wrapping it with better clothes, and so on, cannot gain liberation at all. Swami Birajanand Ji Maharaj used to use one stick, walking stick. Birajanand Ji is the last disciple of Swami Vivekananda. That walking stick, the handle was of gold and there was diamond studded. and some devotee gave him, diamond button. Maharaj was very happy. बच्चा जैसे होता है ना स्वामी लोग, कुछ मिले तो इतना आनंद हो रहा है. People started thinking, अरे स्वामी को देखो, सोने का वॉकिंग स्टिक, हीरे की. So how you will find out a Swami like this? And he had 6 sevakas, 6 sevak tham. And he used to, maximum time he used to live in Samlatal. It's up Himalayas. Every morning he used to get up at 4 o'clock or 3:30. What he used to do? Exactly what our Gurudev used to do. First open up the letters and used to write the reply. 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And Birajanandaji was famous for his angry nature, Anything. He was a very premik sadhu. But for his sevaka, he was such a strict ruler, One day, what happens, and Samlatal, where he used to live, it's a thatched hut. So somehow pani garam, ठंड जगह है हिमालय में, आग लग गया. सेवक लोग पानी लाके उसको बुताया, लेकिन आग बुतने के बाद बहुत ही धुआं होता है. सबको ऐसे पैल्पिटेशन हुआ, क्या हो गया. And just next, in 10 feet, Swamiji was writing something else. He couldn't understand anything happened. See that the person and the we think that they are reading letters and writing letters, reply. From their perspective, they are meditating. स्वामी हिरणमयानंद जी बोल के एक स्वामी थे. हर शाम को 7 बजे उन्होंने जप करते थे, साधन करते. तो एक दिन उनको मीटिंग में जाना पड़ा, तो सेवक ने, और 9 बजे खाना खाते थे एकदम एग्जैक्टली. तो 9 बजे आया, सेवक ने खाना नहीं लगाया. तो उन्होंने बताया, खाना क्यों नहीं लगा? मैं, स्वामी जी आज आप साधन नहीं किया, जप नहीं किया, तो मैंने सोचा अब वो करने के बाद खाएंगे. तो उन्होंने पूछा मैं क्या कर रहा था? See, from the external standpoint, he was in the meeting. But from his standpoint, he was doing meditation. That is muktasya lakshana. Clear? So the thing is, he is nothing but a mass of flesh. He who is liberated from the entanglements of the body, mind and intellect, in him such a total and object and abject body identification can never be seen. Those who are identified with the body have no experience of the higher. And those who have experienced the higher are not identified with the body. Thus, they belong to two different worlds of experiences, where the one is, the other cannot be. हिमालयन बहुत सारे स्वामीज का मैंने सुना है, एक दो स्वामी को मैंने देखा भी हूं, जिनका ऑपरेशन हुआ विदाउट एनेस्थेसिया. Swami never allowed the doctor to make him, unconscious. Now, what you want to do? No operation. Okay, I will lift my mind from the body, but I will not allow you to put anesthesia in me. And many things are recorded, like Swami Turiyananda Ji, I told you many times. He also told the same thing. And doctor was really, he just itself he started crying when doing operation, because he knows about the thing. The person is without anesthesia and he is doing that major operation. एक दिन के बाद जब आया तो देखा बैंडेज में कुछ हुआ, तो ठीक करने गया तो तुरानंद जी ऐसे हो गया. क्या कर रहे हैं, पेन है उधर. तो डॉक्टर ने हंस पड़ा कि कल मैंने ऑपरेट किया आपको, इतनी बड़ा ऑपरेट, मैं पूरा लाइफ ऑफ माय मेडिकल हिस्ट्री आई नेवर सीन सच ए पर्सन, एंड टुडे नथिंग हैपेंड. आई वाज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू correct the bandage. On that time my mind was not in the body. Now it's verily in the body and I am talking to you. Muktasya lakshana. The waking and dreaming conditions are not available in deep sleep. The deep sleep is not there in the waking or dream condition. In one state of consciousness, the other two are not present. Similarly, when I am conscious of the body, through my body I become conscious only of the outer world, and I cannot have the experience of the infinite. In the state of Supreme Self, while having the experience of the higher, in the fourth plane of consciousness, in the state of God consciousness. Fourth state of consciousness is called Turiya Avastha. Turiya कोई अवस्था की नाम नहीं. It is not written over here in your book. Everything is in Turiya. Turiya is the real state. उधर पहुंचने का कुछ नहीं. What about the Jagrat, Swapna and Susupti? It's the created thing. Turiya is not such a place that I have to reach to Turiya Avastha. Turiya Avastha is already there. Like you are already liberated. Because of some sheath, you can't realize, you can't recognize that you are liberated. Likewise, you are in Turiya Avastha, but because of verily attachment with our Jagrat, Swapna and Susupti, we can't recognize our actual state of being. Got it? So, when I am working through the gross body, I am the waker. When I have withdrawn myself from gross body and I am functioning through my subtle body, I am the dreamer. When I rest in my causal body, I become the deep sleeper. Thus, these are the three different states forged by three different identifications, either with the equipments of the gross or the subtle or the causal bodies. When all these three bodies are transcended, then the experience of the infinitude descends upon us. To a man who is thus experiencing the peace of infinitude, how can there be the experience of I am the body, which generates and sprouts the white vitriol of burning desires for sense objects? Enjoyment of the sense objects is demanded by the flesh. When one is identified with the flesh, the sense objects can provide some pleasure. But when he is withdrawn, not only from the gross body, but also from the subtle body, he can never see. Even come to think of the sense objects. When withdrawn even from the causal body, meaning when the very causes for the desires are also transcended, then the true experience of the higher dawns. Therefore, the condition of liberation and sensuous passion cannot be expressed at once in one and the same individual at one and the same time. Hallelujah. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidachat Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Guru Namaha. Harihi Om.